You got your trophy whitetail deer here. Sorry my head's cut off a little bit, but kind of wanted to just make it so everyone could see what I was doing here to get the head prepared for the Euro mount. So basically I'm just set up on a little table here with a piece of cardboard. Basically all you're gonna need to skin this head out is a sharp knife and some gloves. The gloves aren't really for the blood or anything. It's really meant for if I slip with a knife, it doesn't cut my hand. So let's just get right into it here. So I might speed up the camera here a little bit, just to see how as I work, and I'll probably do a voiceover of what I'm doing here. But it's pretty simple. As long as you have a sharp knife, this should go fairly quickly. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little voiceover here. So you got your deer head, and just basically making an incision in the back of the head, and work around the ear. And you'll see in a second here, I make a slit from basically the nose up through the middle of the antlers to the back where the neck was, and then I just work around the jaw, and then I take off the ear. But I basically break this up in sections. I like to just basically do everything in half, and then you see here I'm working on the other side. Just put your knife just under the skin and just keep working that fur, and it eventually comes off. You're not gonna do any damage. All the bones, everything are pretty sturdy at this point, so you're not gonna really break anything. But just working your knife, see just underneath that cape there, working around the eye and the jawbone. But yeah, and there goes the other ear, and then I'm gonna basically go down the jawline here. Just keep a little bit of the cape on there, just have something to hold on to and pull as I'm working my knife. Like I said before in the beginning of this, you definitely want a sharp knife to cape out the deer heads here. And then once you basically get all the fur off, you want to get up underneath those antlers, which I'll see. That's probably the trickiest part, just getting up under the antlers where the fur is. So it's not too complicated. Take your time. Don't cut yourself. You're really not going to do any damage here to the Euro mount at all. Just you want to get off as much flesh as you can, all the meat that you can as you're doing this. It'll make the boiling process a lot easier. But there's nothing really to it. If you've skinned any sort of animal before, or even if you haven't before, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Just take your time and you'll get it. Like I said, you have a sharp knife and it makes the job a lot easier. Here I'm just working around the nose, getting the nose cleaned up. And then I think you're gonna see here in a second, basically if you need to get that bottom jaw off. So you grab the head and basically just pull the jaw downward, and it will free itself. Just gotta loosen up the ligaments and tendons around the jawbone area. Just cut those off, and then when you pull down on the jaw will come right off. So that's not too bad there. And then you gotta work at the back of the skull. You'll see there's a little bit of piece of the neck left where the last vertebrae is. And then basically you'll find it and use your knife to whittle in between the vertebrae, and you'll be able to wiggle that last bit of neck out. But yeah, you just want to clean this up as much as you can. Like I was saying before, just work around those antlers is a pain. And see, yeah, just it's hard, but like I said, take your time, and I'm gonna let this one play out. Just want to jump in here right now. You'll just see I took off the bottom jaw. You'll notice it's gone. And right here, I'm working on the neck and the back, getting the last vertebrae off. And that's pretty much it. So basically just grab a hold of that bottom jaw and give it a yank down, and it will come off. Okay, so I got that bottom jaw off. And then we just keep plucking away. You keep cleaning this up. Take this rear bone off here. We're almost there. We'll get it cleaned up, and I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll be ready to boil. Okay, I would say this skull is ready for the boil. Took off the rest of the neck that was here. I took out the bottom jaw, and I took out as much as I could. And a lot of this will just come off, obviously, during the boiling process. But let's just get to boiling.